So yesterday I experienced a childhood trauma response. And it's interesting because I haven't felt one like this in a long time. So I'll share what happened with you guys, and maybe you can tell me if you've ever experienced this or might have an idea as to why. So, quick little backdrop. I was raised very poor, and I also had a very abusive childhood, both mentally and physically. My father was a severe alcoholic. But anyway, we went out to this nice little restaurant for lunch, which wasn't planned to go to a fancy place, and I kind of wasn't dressed to go to a fancy place. But anyway, we get in there, and the food was terrible. The appetizers were overcooked, and the main course was absolutely, it was horrific. And I don't like to make a scene, but the waiter came over, noticed that we weren't eating the food, and asked if everything was okay. And so we just honestly told him that, no, everything is overcooked, and, the main course tasted really bad. And so he says, "Oh, I'll be right back. I'll go get the manager." And I was like, "No, you don't have to do that. No, 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 I'll get the manager. We just want you to be happy." And I could feel my body start getting upset because I really didn't want him to go get the manager. So the manager comes over, and of course, she's like, "We're going to comp the whole thing." And for some reason, I don't know what it was about that. I was just like, "No, bring us the check, and it's all good. Just bring me the check, and we'll move on with our day." "No, no, no," she says. "No, no, we're going to comp everything." And by then I could feel it physically in my body, just kind of overtook me. Just, that feeling where it overwhelms you, that response, right? And I must have looked really stern at her because I was like, "No, just bring me the check. I don't want your free meal." And so she goes and she gets the check and she comes back with the coupons and stuff. So we ended up paying for the meal anyway, even though we didn't eat it. But it was just something about her offering to comp it that just it set me off. I can't explain it, and honestly I don't really know where that one is coming from because it was so overwhelming in my body. Like my whole body just went flush and very warm, that feeling, and everything got real tight. I don't know, maybe somebody out there can explain exactly what they think might be happening in the comments, because that was interesting. It was definitely a new trauma response that I've never experienced before. But anyway, like, share, follow for more. This is Grim with Get the Rant. Drop your ideas in the comments of what the hell you think it might have been. I'll see you all in the next video.